Well, hi, everybody. Happy Friday. How about that? It is what? What's today? The 7th, the first full week of February. Weren't we glad to get January behind us? I don't know. It felt like a year to me. This first week has been fantastic. I know we've got some big changes coming for next week and that cold weather. We're not done with it yet. But Ella's going to talk more about that coming up at 11:30, with weather where you are. More on that later. But in the meantime, I'm Gervier Dinza, and this is a segment that we called In Case You Missed It. And so we're going to talk a lot about Black History Month this morning because February is Black History Month. We're wrapping up the first full week. And for those of you that love the art and the culture here in Atlanta, there's some fabulous new exhibits that you have got to check out. I want to start with an exhibit which is just a great mural at the College Football Hall of Fame. So let's take a look at that if we can. Give me a second to find that video. And there we go. There it is. This is art that honors civil rights advocates, and it's now on display inside the College Football Hall of Fame. There are actually two exhibits that are dedicated to former UN Ambassador Andrew Young and, of course, the Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth. Artist Steve Skipper is the mind behind these murals, and he explained exactly what motivated him to create the art that now is hanging in the downtown Atlanta building. Do we have that sound or not? Maybe not. Okay. Well, he says that he is from Atlanta and he loves everything that Atlanta has to offer, specifically the history and the culture here. And so his artwork is on display for you to check out right now. Again, that is at the College Football Hall of Fame. Pretty cool. The next one is an exhibit at Spelman College. So check this out. You've got to see this too. Do we have this one? Let's play it out. These are on display inside Spelman College's Museum of Fine Art. It's an exhibition that's called We Say What Black This Is, and it's now open for you to look at too. It's an award-winning artist whose work is inside the museum, and he explained, or she rather explained, why Spelman was the only choice for her when deciding where to put this exhibition.
And my public works are about bringing different constituencies together to really understand how we can move the needle collectively. We need that message more than ever right now. There is nowhere else on this earth that Black women
The
get
exhibition
to say
features
what anything is. And
that
so
exhibition
Spelman is where
features
this work
mixed
had to
media.
be.
That exhibition features mixed media and also watercolor paintings, and it's on display through May 24th for you to be able to check that out. So pretty cool. And another really cool thing here in Atlanta is our greenery and our green spaces. So take a look at this. This is Atlanta's Piedmont Park, and it's looking ahead to the future. And the people who are going to be deciding what happens with that park want to hear from you. The Parks Conservancy is asking you to visit them tomorrow at Dockside. And the goal really is to gather as many ideas as possible to either help maintain the park or maybe to add to it. And some of the topics that they're going to be talking about includes adding nature experiences, maybe some improvements to Lake Claramere, possibly maybe more trails in the park. So everybody is invited to attend. It is again at Dockside tomorrow morning at 9. So that's pretty exciting. The other super exciting thing that everybody's looking forward to, of course, is the Super Bowl. And we can talk about the halftime show just a little bit. Kendrick Lamar is gearing up for it, too. This is really the biggest live entertainment show of the year. It's a Super Bowl halftime show. And, of course, he's going to be taking part in that. But here's the other really cool thing. Right after the Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar and SZA are going to prepare for a grand national tour, and that tour is going to kick off in April, and it will have a stop here in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and that's going to be on April 29th. So that'll be exciting, too. I don't know who you're rooting for. I know that we're sort of divided here on Atlanta News First Morning Show. Ella's rooting for Philly. Rick Fulbaum also rooting for Philadelphia, and then we've got Rodney, who says he's going all the way for Kansas City. And I said, you know what? I don't have a dog in the fight. Speaking of dogs, this is pretty cool, too. The Falcons might not be represented in the Super Bowl, but Georgia is represented in the Puppy Bowl. Raspberry, Huckleberry, and Joey, who are from Bosley's Place in Smyrna, are competing in the Puppy Bowl this year. The referee of the Puppy Bowl says the game is about more than just watching all these adorable puppies.
After every puppy bowl, not only are these dogs adopted, but they're shelters. You know, they're litter mates because they're often part of a litter of 4 or 5 siblings. They also get adopted. The mother of these puppies gets adopted. That's the best part because it's harder to adopt out senior dogs than adult dogs.
So, gosh, that's an opportunity for you to check out these puppies during the Puppy Bowl. And then again, as he mentioned, they are up for adoption. Bosley's Place is hosting a viewing party where you can watch the Puppy Bowl 21. So you can cheer on Raspberry, Huckleberry, and Joey at Stout Brothers in Smyrna from 1 to 4 on Sunday. Not everybody is going to be home to watch the big game. So Atlanta firefighters are getting a little bit of help in being able to catch the Super Bowl over the weekend. Walmart surprised crews at all 37 fire stations in Atlanta with special meal baskets. Don't you know that was really special for them?
You know, our members work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they're always here in the communities. And many times the big sports events, the family events, the things that they really like to do, they spend it at the fire station. So it was a great act for Walmart to step up and say, hey, you know what, we're going to support you guys and we're going to provide meals and snacks for the upcoming Super Bowl.
That is awesome. That's really great. A lot of these firefighters have to work on game day, and they say they are just super, super grateful to have somebody thinking of them. Now, on this first Friday in February, this is National Wear Red Day, and I don't have a lot of red on, but can you see that tiny little pin there? That is for National Red Day. It's a day to raise awareness about the leading cause of death in women. A lot of people may not know this, but it is actually heart disease. Stephanie Stahl has one woman's story of survival and what she wants everybody at home to know about heart disease. Take a listen to this.
Robin Eaton wants women to trust their gut when it comes to their heart.
I started having intense pain in my chest. My arms were tingly and my back hurt.
In November 2023, the 46-year-old called 911. Responding paramedics said her vitals and EKG were normal and she wasn't having a heart attack, so she didn't go to the hospital. Later, the pain got more intense and she headed to the emergency room.
It was very, very scary because all of a sudden the room is just filled with doctors and nurses.
While a typical heart attack is caused by heavy plaque buildup in the arteries, Robin experienced a less common type that disproportionately affects women, spontaneous coronary artery dissection, or SCAD.
It's actually bleeding inside the artery wall, sort of like a bruise inside the artery. And that bruise can get so big that it blocks blood flow. When the heart is not getting enough blood flow, there can be damage.
Dr. Harmony Reynolds at NYU Langone Health wants other women to follow Robin's example.
When there's chest discomfort or another symptom that you think might be heart attack, and it's going on for 10 or 15 minutes or more, we need to call 911 and get to a hospital.
I just run a 5K the week before. I was the healthiest I've been in years.
Tests showed Robin has a condition that increases her risk for SCAD, and she was treated with medication and cardiac rehab.
Had I just listened to the paramedics, my kids would have come home and I would not have been here today.
You know your body best.
She's sharing her story as part of the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women movement and says she's maintaining a healthy lifestyle to continue healing. Stephanie Stahl, CBS News.
So again, some really important information. I tell you what, we often think of heart disease as something that's going to affect somebody older or somebody else. But women, take care of your health, be aware of some of the warning signs out there, and just stay healthy. And today's a good day, a good example. So if you're not wearing a red dress today, if you're going out somewhere, grab a little red pin, maybe a sweater, and just take care and share that information with your daughters as well. So that's going to wrap it up for me at 11 today. Again, enjoy this gorgeous weekend. I'm going to leave you with a picture of how it looks outside because it's so pretty. Just want to share that with you. There's Lake Lanier. Maybe not quite warm enough to jump in the lake just yet, but our weather team, our First Alert weather team says that it's going to be just a great weekend. Take advantage of it because those big changes do arrive next week. And Ella Dorsey will talk more about that coming up at 11:30. Make it a great day.